gonna find out who the best man is. I respect you for what you have done in the game. But you ain't never went up against me or my staff.
That's the only thing been high.
So you remember something.
Tell me what I got to do.
We've been here before.
So
you trying to get there.
Butt beat his ass.
How though? How does that look?
Outbox his ass. Just outboxing this shit.
What about the weight though?
It don't matter. Bud been fighting big people all his fucking life.
Is a pretty intelligent guy. He might not try to talk, and say different things that jump off the page at you, but he's not a stupid guy, man. He's intelligent.
Brian Bulak McIntyre, Terence Crawford's trainer, gave Canelo a strong warning during the press conference. On fight night, weight and size disparities won't matter. He clarified that despite encountering more formidable opponents throughout the course of his career, Crawford consistently manages to prevail. Bulak, who is forthright and self-assured, stated that Canelo is in serious jeopardy because Crawford's abilities and attitude will be crucial when they enter the ring.
Matchup with Canelo.
Butt beat his ass.
How though? How does that look?
Outbox his ass. Just outboxing this shit.
What about the weight though?
It don't matter. Bud been fighting big people all his fucking life.
Yeah.
What about the head movement, Bomac? Canelo's feigned head movement.
That's what I'm there for. That's what Saul there for. Mm-hmm. That's what Red there for. You know what I'm saying? It's called coaches.
Yeah.
So we can get past that shit.
Bomac speaks with conviction whenever he talks about Terence Crawford's chances in the upcoming showdown. To him, this isn't just another bout. It's an opportunity to solidify Crawford's status as a premier pound-for-pound fighter in the world. He stresses that Crawford has been relentless in training, leaving no space for doubt or excuses. In Bomac's eyes, true preparation is what sets a champion apart from an average fighter, and Crawford's dedication proves why he sits at the very top of the sport. His remarks show not only confidence, but also a deep belief that Crawford's blend of skill, focus, and mentality will push him through any obstacle. The way Bomac frames it, this fight is about more than just winning. It's about etching history on the global stage.
Canelo Alvarez, Terence Crawford. How excited are you? Obviously, you've seen this journey with Terence, you've seen the doubters over the years, and he's now on the biggest stage again with people questioning him. And you obviously have full confidence that he's going to come out and get victory on September 13th.
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely confident that he's going to get the victory. Second of all, I'm just happy for him and the team. So, the world can see once again why he considered the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world.
There was many a time where he was maybe struggling to get certain fights, and then he had to almost kick that door down. Is it nice to see him sort of getting the fruits of his labour now and getting that generational wealth off the back of what is, obviously it's a hard career boxing, you don't get given anything?
Definitely that. Definitely good to see him get, like you say, fruits of his wealth. Get me fights that, again, will show the world why he's the best fighter in the world. Show the world why he's the best fighter in the world. I'm just happy for him, man.
Rumors that Canelo Alvarez struggled during sparring with Jaron Boots Ennis sparked heavy discussion across the boxing world. Ennis is often likened to Terence Crawford for his quick footwork, sharp counterpunching, and smooth defensive style. If Canelo truly found it difficult against someone with a comparable approach in a controlled training session, many wonder how much tougher it could be when he steps in with Crawford under the bright lights of a real fight. Of course, sparring isn't the same as a title clash, but trends can be telling. This particular story left many observers thinking Canelo may encounter more problems than anticipated. For Crawford supporters, it only strengthens the belief that their man has the skills to expose Canelo's weaknesses when it matters most.
World, when we saw that he's in camp with him, right? And so people are saying now that they reached out to me and they're saying, well, Floyd Mayweather now has joined Terence Crawford's camp. Does that mean Floyd Mayweather doesn't like Jaron Boots Ennis? Floyd Mayweather went to Terence Crawford camp to give Terence Crawford advice on Canelo Alvarez. Well, one, Terence Crawford is not fighting Jaron Boots Ennis. That's number one. Number two, it's not shots at Jaron Boots Ennis if Floyd Mayweather was to go to Terence Crawford camp. Number three, I saw this clip that Fight Hype had put out, and it's an old clip of Floyd Mayweather and Terence Crawford at Shakur Stevenson's sparring session in Las Vegas. Shakur had called them all to be at that sparring session. okay? And Floyd Mayweather assisted. Now, Floyd Mayweather took on Canelo Alvarez September 14th of 2013. That was 12 years ago, okay? And so with that said, this one has nothing to do with the other. Floyd Mayweather, from what I'm being told from Terence Crawford's camp, that he has not went up to Colorado and helped Terence Crawford do anything. Okay. Now I don't know if he's willing to or not. I don't know if Terence Crawford reached out to him or not. I don't know if they spoke on the phone or not. But you know, it's when you saw Terence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather at the top ranked gym watching Shakur Stevenson, and they had a conversation with Eddie Hearn. That's very, very old. Okay, that's very old. Now Floyd Mayweather has stand pat on Terence Crawford is the best fighter in the world currently right now as it stands.
Reacting to the sparring buzz, Bomac was quick to shut down any direct comparison between Jaron Ennis and Terence Crawford. He acknowledged Ennis as a gifted fighter, but made it clear that Crawford operates on a completely different tier. In his view, no sparring partner, regardless of talent, can truly mimic what Crawford delivers inside the ring. Bomac explained that Crawford's edge comes from a rare mix of experience, adaptability, and mental sharpness that simply can't be duplicated. That's why, he argued, people drawing parallels are missing the essence of who Crawford is. When the real fight arrives, it won't just be about speed or slick movement. It will be about Crawford's intelligence and composure under pressure. Bomac's firm dismissal of the narrative reflects his unwavering belief in Crawford's uniqueness and his ability to rise above any stylistic comparisons.
I know you saw him sparring with Boots. Give me your initial response to that.
That don't mean shit, man. That don't mean shit. That don't mean nothing, man. Boots ain't no Crawford.
That's right.
Yo, hey, like I said, that don't mean, all that shit don't mean nothing. That shit they ain't gonna help him. He should have just got the last cab driver he just fought. Cause that shit ain't gonna, that don't mean nothing, man. All that shit don't mean nothing. You ain't no Bud Crawford. They don't have that mentality. Having that mentality and going upside your head at the same motherfucking time, shit, man. I don't give a fuck about all that shit at all.
Concerns were expressed by analyst Aid Oladipo regarding Crawford's choice to put on a substantial amount of weight before the fight. He maintained that boxing is more about striking a balance between skill and power than it is about stature. A fighter may become slower or change his natural pace if he gains too much weight too rapidly. Oladipo fears that Crawford, who is typically swift and fluid, would negate his best qualities by changing his body in an odd way to match Canelo's size. Although a lot of admirers applaud Crawford for being willing to put on weight, Oladipo warns against changing what already makes him unique. This viewpoint demonstrates how difficult the path to such a battle is and how, if not handled wisely, even excellent preparedness can provide difficulties.
Was too wiry. Crawford was the guy at 135 pounds that looked really skinny. Even at 140, go and watch his fights against who's the one that made, or I'm trying to think of his name now. The fight at 140, Julius Ndongo.
Oh yeah.
And when he's just skinny, he's like wiry. He's very much Tommy Hearns. Now,
have you seen him? He's
now
massive.
He's jacked.
Man, he looks like huge. He's got to be north of 170.
Yeah.
Has to be.
Yeah. There's a part of me that's like, dude, you don't need to be that big. Like, I don't think this is a strength for strength thing. I think this is a skill and speed thing. I don't know. I feel like if you're trying to sit on your punches to hurt Canelo, nobody hurts Canelo.
He's been hit by Callum Smith, Sergey Kovalev, Bivol.
Yeah.
Crawford ain't hurting him.
Golovkin.
And Golovkin. Crawford ain't hurting him.
But Crawford knocks everyone out.
At 147 pounds. That when he at 154, did he knock out Ismail Madrimov?
No, he didn't put a dent in him, really.
Didn't put not even a little dent in him. Canelo Alvarez is not Ismail Madrimov.
Yeah, but okay, who is Canelo Alvarez now?
That's a good question.
Yeah, like who are we watching now? Because when I go back and watch the guy that fought Skull, everyone likes to dig out Skull. Sorry, 1 second. Canelo's got to do more. Canelo's output was the worst output I've ever seen of a unified champion. I'm not joking, the worst.
That fight.
Yeah.
He literally did. But my kind of thinking is all right, well, who is Canelo now? Well, in the nicest way, although he's been fighting good fighters, when's the last time he had a super fight?
Who?
Canelo. And that's when we see the real Canelo, when he has a super fight.
Okay, Bivol.
Yes, correct. And he lost. But
Yeah.
Bivol was significantly better at 175 pounds.
Okay.
Much bigger.
Yeah.
Crawford, similar in terms of, they're both skillful.
Trainer Breadman Edwards took a more measured stance on the matter. He pointed out that Crawford is well aware Jaron Ennis has shared sparring round with Canelo and that Ennis carries genuine power. But rather than letting that knowledge rattle him, Crawford channels it into his preparation. Edwards emphasized that Crawford's self-belief isn't swayed by outside noise or training room stories. For him, the only thing that counts is the actual fight and his ability to adjust on the spot. In fact, knowing that Ennis was part of Canelo's camp could even serve as extra motivation, pushing Crawford's team to fine-tune strategies for that particular style. Edwards essentially reassured that Crawford thrives in these situations, and his mental toughness ensures he's never unsettled by who his opponents spar beforehand.
That's why I said I'm not changing my percentage. It can make Canelo go up. It can make him lose his confidence or take a piece from him. And it can make Crawford say, okay, let me tell you something about Crawford, man. I watch Crawford. I will watch how he evolved throughout the years. I've been watching him. Me, Red, and Bomac been cool since way before Crawford hit the mainstream. Way before he hit the mainstream. And I watched him. Crawford is a pretty intelligent guy. He might not try to talk, and say different things that jump off the page at you, but he's not a stupid guy, man. He's intelligent. He know Boots is the real deal. No matter what all of the public say and everybody talking, he knows it. He knows Boots is the real deal. Crawford's little brother is Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson and Boots is super cool, and Shakur Stevenson was in the amateurs with Boots. Don't you think Shakur told Bud, yo, bro, I love you. You my big bro, but that kid nice, bro. You gonna have to be on your game to fuck with him. You don't think Shakur told Crawford that, and you don't think he respected his opinion? You don't think that Red and Bomac got eyes and they know Boots is special? You don't believe that? I don't care about all this talk on the internet because they may fight. So you can't be too complimentary of a guy that you may fight. But you don't think they know that? So by him bringing Boots in, that's probably going to take Bud to another level mentally. And that's where I think that Bud win this fight. I think he got a mental edge.
Fans and analysts frequently claim that Crawford won't be able to handle Canelo's size advantage. Canelo supporters point out his prowess in heavier weight classes and wonder if Crawford, who started his career at lightweight, can take the blow from a naturally larger opponent. The argument is on skill versus physicality. According to some who doubt Crawford's chances, ability by itself cannot get beyond the size gap. They assert that Canelo's power shots might eventually overwhelm Crawford once natural physics catches up. This viewpoint reflects a majority of boxing fans who think that facing such a strong opponent is too far to go, regardless of Crawford's skill level.